Seiya Suzuki is everything that we have hoped for as Cubs fans. Already slashing it at an unbelievable clip. And you and I talked about it. So right now he's slashing. I'm going to pull up the exact numbers so nobody at home yells at me. But off the top of my head, 400. Here we go. 400, 543, 960, which is ultimately good for a 1503 OPS. Obviously, that's not going to persist over the course of a season. We totally understand that. But even if his numbers regressed at 110, 120 per each category in that slash line, he's still slashing like 280, 420, 840.
I mean, dude, it's incredible. Like, you can't
That's
even
still really good.
These are video game numbers. And yes, it's early in the season. And yes, we shouldn't get fuck it. He's the greatest player of all time.
Right.
He's the greatest player of all time. Like,
you're just giving in. Are you just giving in, Joey?
Yeah, I'm just giving in. Dude, we both have placed MVP bets on this man.
It's true.
We both have placed.
I just did tonight. I just placed mine tonight.
I can't, man. What is it? A 284 WRC plus right now? That's 184%. Just for the listeners. I know you know this, Ron.
Stupid.
184% better than league average.
Stupid numbers. For context, for those that ask, Castellanos in that half season run with the Cubs, I believe had I think it was like a 184 WRC plus. So he was 100% better than Nicholas Castellanos.
Which,
think about it in that context. Think about it in that context.
Yes.
Still wild, nonetheless.
And what, an 8-game hitting streak to start his career? Because I'll correct this.
I saw that. I like that little look, the little research you did after we talked about it on Friday. I'm glad
I had to
expand on it.
Absolutely, because like, dude, I think we're all like kind of our biggest critics at the end of the day. And I will say this, I was wrong because I thought that a plate appearance would count against someone's hitting streak. He walked in that game. It was an intentional walk. And by the way, he got another intentional walk. I think you saw that, Ron.
He did. He got one today. They wanted no part of it. Jan Gomes made him pay.
Teams are respecting this man already. But I'll just say I thought a plate appearance counted as not an official at bat, but I knew it didn't count. I thought it counted towards a hitting streak. It turns out an official at bat is what counts against a hitting streak. So the hitting streak is still alive, my friend. I believe it's at 8 games now. Let's freaking go. We are riding this to the moon, really, Ron. Like if he I don't know when this is going to slow down because his plate discipline, his approach, everything about it. The Oppo tacos are coming.
The Oppo tacos. And just like Tyler says, just to add to what you said, we kind of adjusted. Can he hold up these numbers? Probably not. They regress at some point, but like how far does he regress? Because even if you, again, at a 120 clip in each statistical category, if he regressed, he's still a 280, 423, 840 guy.
Yeah.
And that's still stupid video game numbers. Like that's if he regresses that much. And the slug might suffer the most, but even if he still slugs 820, still stupid. Again,
Dude.
Still video game.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is his impressive discipline at the plate. And, here it is. 40 swings this year. This was the stat. I saw this. 4 homers, 2 doubles, 4 singles. The highest total bases to swing ratio in baseball right now.
Just feed it to us, Tyler. Tyler, thank you for that comment.
Yeah. Like you said,
Seiya freaking Suzuki.
This guy's getting people excited about Chicago baseball. And you and I kind of briefly touched on it, just bullshit before we got on the show, is he's only making $17 million a year. Again, regression is going to come. But if you look around the rest of the league and guys that are making $17 million a year for multiple seasons, he's the only one that you could kind of sit back right now and be like, that's probably the biggest value contract at that number.
100%. 100%. He is outdoing his contract by the game right now. By the game. He is outdoing his contract every single – no, I take that back. By the plate appearance. He is outdoing – seriously. When you walk,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
When you walk at the rate that he's walking at and putting in such a good at bat every time, like he is, I mean, this guy, Ron, like you said, we talked about this. If he continues, a little bit of regression obviously is coming. Like, let's not go over the top. Regression is coming, people. Like, let's just prepare.
At some point, it's coming.
Yeah, we'll prepare for the regression. But if he produces like the rate that he's showing he's capable of over the course of the season with this play discipline, this is a $30+ million player a year, or at least 25. There's no freaking way.
At least 25.
At least 25, and it's not even close. Like, you were getting him at an $8 million bargain minimum.
Yeah, and $8 million a year can land you a couple of very meaningful players that can really, dictate how a season goes. Again, it just goes to show that the Cubs sold what Chicago and being a Cub is, and that helps, and it's worth the 20 million or 25 million or 15 million, whatever it was that they paid in terms of just the transfer fee. But he's worth every single penny of it. The guy's a professional hitter. We've said it. Juice has said it with us. Joe said it with us. He's a professional hitter already because he is so many years into his playing career. He's 27. We say already, quote unquote. But again, you got to remember how early they start in Japan. These guys are playing, at their quote unquote major league level at like 17. So, he's 27. He's prime age, and he's a grown ass man. And look at today's home run. He just takes that thing, flicks the wrists, takes what he's given. That's what's so impressive. He takes what he's given. He just pokes that thing out to right field.
Yep.
And it gets enough steam to just clear the wall. And sure, you might be like, well, it's a cheap home run. What's more impressive is he knew what to do with that pitch. Worst case scenario, that's off the wall and it's a double.
It's a double. If that, who cares if it's scenario? Like, who cares if it's a cheap home run in Coors Field? And like, that's actually a pretty big ballpark, but like, cheap home run over there. Okay, fine, I get it. But like, he did what he was supposed to do with that pitch, and like you said, that's all you can ask. And I love what like Joe Maris said on this podcast when we were like a couple episodes ago. Every at bat that he gives, dude, is must see TV. You're not on your phone. Like 100% spot on with that comment.